Hi, this is Megan Yunker with discussion 3 about defining disconfirmation and confirmation and how they apply to communication. And so the book's definition of disconfirmation is it's a form of communication pattern where you ignore someone and you ignore their presence, their beliefs, their values, and overall you're just kind of thinking that that person doesn't exist. And this can be as low-key as just not listening to a person because they have different beliefs and just turning a cold shoulder to them because you might not want to be proved wrong, or you think others will support them more, so you just turn a blind eye to them. Or it can be as complex as like racism, as was one of the examples where like a whole race is shunned because of their culture and their beliefs, and this is through immoral means. Confirmation, on the other hand, is exactly the opposite. You not only acknowledge the other person, but you also indicate their acceptance of them and their beliefs. So you're almost like a fan club of them. You're supporting them every step of the way, indicating that you acknowledge them and their beliefs. And the book actually has lots of good examples of each of these, so I'm just going to read a couple that I thought were good. For confirmation, they make nonverbal contact as well as verbal by maintaining direct eye contact, touching, hugging, kissing, or otherwise acknowledging of the other. They engage in dialogue. Dialogue is a big factor of confirmation. You're telling them that you accept them. Another thing for confirmation, you demonstrate understanding of what they say through, like, you can do nonverbal head nodding and yes, continue, and you reflect these feelings to confirm your understanding. And then a couple for disconfirmation was you ignore the presence and the message of the other person, ignore or express nonverbally and verbally, so literally turning your back to them or saying, I don't want to listen to you, and basically you're not worth my time. They make no nonverbal contact. They avoid direct eye contact, avoid touching the person, engage in monologue, communication in which one person speaks and one person listens, and there's no real interaction, and there's no real concern or respect for the other person. And so you can really tell how racism plays a factor into this, how, well, I'd like to say that we're getting better at it, but I mean, racism can even be expressed by your nonverbal. Like if you try not to pretend that the person of a different race is sitting next to you and you try to just keep to yourself, that in itself is being racist and showing it, and it's really hard. And I like to say we're getting better at it, but I still think it does exist out there. So it's something that we could work on as a society. But I think that is about 3 minutes, so it's a little bit long, but thank you. I hope to hear from you guys.